Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So this will be my first video that's kind of like a return to normalcy, I guess. You know, last week I was getting ready to move, wrapping up some stuff, shipping a lot of stuff, moving. This weekend was, you know, basically setting up shop, like, you know, from the 15th on, we're setting up shop. And then Saturday and Sunday were family coming over, check out the place. And, you know, Vance and Sebastian yesterday, and you know, the whole grinder thing, you know, so I basically haven't had a lot of time to do any pimp jobs, but finally, yeah, I've been working on them here and there, kind of like just cutting out scales and whatnot. But so yeah, finally today I got the chance to pimp some knives. So yep. But first up, guys, you see this shirt here, Eat Sleep Grind. This was sent to me by Wilmot. Thanks, guys. Chris there is a great guy, makes great knives, guys. Seriously, go to Wilmot Grinders and there's a section with his knives. He makes some sick knives. He's actually sending one to me, which I'm pretty excited about. So it's just really sweet. So yeah, I'll be showing that for you know, he basically was going to give me a discount on the grinder due to the fact that I'm on USN, but I told him instead of giving me a discount, you know, just send one of his knives my way. So I can show him off and stuff, and I really like the one. It's really cool. Something new I've never seen before. For a fixed blade, that's pretty interesting too. But guys, this DDR, Daryl Ralph, you see I almost jumped out of my hand, still available. The guy who owns this, he wants to sell it. It's prototype. It's one of 4, and they go for around 400, but he said, you know, best offer. You know, nothing lowball, but you know how much it's worth, so, you know, there's a few dings here and there, but the thing is awesome. So yeah, if you want that, let me know, just text me. It's got some kick to it. It's an awesome blade, very comfortable, nice blade, very sharp. Also got a few knives. Got 2 Sebenzas actually recently. One of them Vance is actually holding on to it and using one of them, but this other one here is the one I'm basically gonna be carrying more than the other. This has the polished grind on it. I use this all during the move, helped me out a lot. You know, I got rid of my Sebenza like close to a year ago, and I regretted it like right away. I never got around to getting another one, so this one came my way, and I'm very happy. Very happy. I love it. I mean, it's like one of my best, my favorite knife of all time. Sorry, I mean, seriously, guys, I've had every knife there is, you know, in my possession at one point, like either own it or have it here at the shop. Nothing compares to the Sebenza, guys. Maybe the Unlumzan, but it's just such a perfect knife. And also, you know, my recent favorite here, this was also one I got recently in a trade, Hinder X M18. I love the 18, the small one. I like it more than the other 2 sizes. It's just perfect for me. I don't think it's too small. You know, it's not as small as a small Sebenza or PT. It's kind of around a mid-length size, and it's just perfect. Fits my hand. It's really comfortable. Carries nicely. Had some pocket clip problems with it. You know, the pocket clip was swooped up way too much right here, and actually caught on my seatbelt getting out of the car, ripped it like that, and it was like, I was like, shit. So basically I had to put it in my 5th pocket there to slide in to keep the pocket clip. But you know, bend it back to normal. But I love this thing. It carries nicely. It's sort of a go-to knife for me right now, and I've been using it like it's not like an $800 knife. So it's definitely a pleasure to use. Good grind and everything, and I'm not going to be reprofiling it like some weirdos out there. Cavco. Tragedy. Anyway, so on to the pimp jobs today. So first up, I'm going to go through these 2 quick. First up, got a Resilience, just your typical Anzo pattern. You can see with the new Fordham, the pattern is just crisp and clean as hell. Sandblast is nice and even. Yeah, that Fordham I got is, the one I had before was kind of Yeah, it was real old, and the power wasn't quite there. But this is just, I do all the beveling with it and everything, it's just perfect. Just your regular Resilience blade with the black G10. Looks very nice. And another one up. This guy wanted 2 Resiliences done. So I hooked him up with this one because everybody liked it so much, and a lot of good feedback, and I had to buy this because I lost the stop pin anyway. So Persian one's going to him. The Econo Persian people have been calling it. And this one's got kind of like a modified Anzo diamond pattern on it to give it the better grip because it's so thin, or because it's a lot more narrow profile, or a lot less thick. It's an awesome knife though. And it seems like the shaping it like this made everything smoother on it. Like this detent just seems better. Just sucks it in a lot more than that. I don't know if it's because there's some weight taken off this thing, but the detent's like amazing. Acid wash blade. This is a longer acid wash, or a longer. I put an acid wash and stone wash it longer. You can see it's like a dark stone wash. It's not as dark as usual, but that's what happens when you leave it in there a little bit too long, which looks really nice. Definitely still has that raw primitive look to it. I love the profile, like when it's closed on this. So cool. I love it. What's up, music? Why'd you stop? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, anyway. So those two are out of the way. Next up, I was messing around with the grinder today, and this guy, this is a knife that Anonymous bought for me. It had a terrible, terrible grind on it, terrible shape. I just kind of reground it because I was never gonna use it. It just sat there looking ugly. I don't know who the maker is, but it was basically inward and down and up, all uneven grinds, just uneven swedge, weird shape. Came down and sucked inward right here, and then swooped up again, and it was just real ugly. So I was practicing with the grinder because I don't have much steel to work with. Everything's on the way right now. So I was practicing with this, and the swedge turned out perfect. I do this all freehand too. I mean, I'm not using the guides because it's just for practice on such a piece of junk that was at Anonymous's house. Like basically jumping on this thing is like, you know, it's basically like shooting a 22 and then jumping right into an AR. If that makes sense. Like, you know, shooting a like my 1522 Smith & Wesson. Apparently it's practice for when you get an AR, so it should be jumping right into, you know, shooting an AR properly when you get it. That's kind of like my analogy, pretty terrible analogy there. But also guys, you saw this Chris Martin knife the other day. It was all prickly all over the place, had the crazy like gouges in the titanium and then the blade. The owner of it likes it, but you know, I like it too. I get what he's going for. It looks awesome, but it's just very uncomfortable. And there's a few little problems with the knife that I had to fix, and also reground it, and I'm very happy with this, guys. I mean, the regrinds I'm doing right now are better than I've ever done before. You saw this before with a Tonto. It's basically made into like a modified drop point, so the Tonto's gone. Took it in a little bit, took it down here a little bit, put a swedge there. You see I blended the whole grind together like a drop point here. It's a lot cleaner than the than before. I mean my grinds before, not his grinds. The logo's gone. You know, I won't do that. I won't regrind a knife unless it's okay with you. I mean, I don't want to disrespect the maker. I mean, I just pretty much just improving on an awesome design already. Not improving, just adding to it, I guess. Just to make the customer happy. Because he probably didn't get it from him. He probably got it secondhand. You know, that's what I do, guys. I mean, you get a custom knife. You know, you get one of these, you don't like something on it. That's what I do. I make it so it's yours, what you want. So if you wanted a resilience that didn't have black scales, like, and it would be your perfect knife, that's what I'm here for, you know. So, and it's not only limited to production knives, and some people can't handle that. I know some production, some custom knife makers out there aren't too happy about people modifying their knives. And I do, in some respects, feel like I understand. I would feel weird about somebody pimping one of my toads, because that's just kind of odd. But you know, if you can't get the knife that you want exactly, it's understandable. If you're gonna pay the money for it, then you're gonna do what you want. So Everything's beveled. All these hard edges have been basically shaved down on the grinder just to make them a lot softer. You can see the angles there. So it's a lot more comfortable. Cut in right here, put a bevel there because that was just a 90-degree angle. I didn't touch this side, just did all this around here. Even did the blade itself because it's very sharp up there. It's still got a little bit of bite to it, but it's definitely, it doesn't hurt when you do this, and it's definitely a lot more comfortable. But this is an IKBS, and you can see the balls there. I wouldn't recommend taking it apart and putting it back together because it is not fun. You just need some tweezers, some good music, and some patience, pretty much. So, but the blade's acid wash, bronze, everything. Pot clip is still the same as it was, which kind of looks good. I'm probably going to change it up because I know the owner does not like it. You know, the rainbow anodizing is kind of not everybody's thing. Sorry, it's got some lube in there, sticking it. But also I had to cut into the where the stop pin, you know, basically rests on the tang there, because the tip was sticking out a little bit. It was sticking up like this, and basically when you move your finger across it, like it was longer too. That brought the tip down a little bit. You basically hit your finger on it, grabs on your pocket. I mean, it was up here. I mean, it didn't reach the bottom, so took some material off, and now it's perfect. Again, no fault to the maker or anything like that. Just there's things that slip by. I mean, I had one of my gentleman folders go out, and I forgot something on it, and you know, it's just got to be understanding, guys. I mean, people make mistakes. You know, us knife makers and pimpers are not perfect by far. So, I mean, there's things that you just can't, you just miss. Like, no matter how careful you are, you just miss it. So next up, now this one, I'll put a link to the channel. This guy's name is Ryan, and he does coatings. He does coatings on Jason Browse's blades, and I know you've seen him around. I'll put a link. I don't remember his name, his channel name. I'm subscribed to him and everything. I've watched his videos, but I can never remember stuff when I get on camera, guys. So I'll put a link to his channel. You can see all his beautiful coatings and stuff. But that's what he does, and he seems like a good guy. I don't know him too well, but he definitely comes off like a good dude. And this 0550 is sick as hell. So I only did the scale on this guy, so you see like this skull coating on there. We're really sick on the scale there on the titanium. It's very smooth, very flawlessly done. And on this one, you got the titanium liner, which he also coated. And this has a kind of a special pattern on it. It's not my pattern. This actually is from Blacksite Carbon Fiber. Tyson, he runs Blacksite, and I consider him a good friend. It's because I've ordered so much damn carbon fiber from him. And he actually started experimenting with some of his sheets, and he would just test them out on me. And I really like this one, and I thought it looked really clean with everything else going on here. So I threw him one of those special sheets on there. So you can see it's kind of like the bottom of a shoe, or like waves. It's really cool. It's done on a CNC. They're going to see some really crazy stuff coming, guys. So we got some Tough Knives carbon fiber coming up. So it's just these nice wavy ridges going through here. It makes a real cool effect, like there's like a stream of carbon fiber like flowing through each groove. But it looks sick. And this thing, I don't know if it's a coating or whatnot, but it's so smooth, it's insane. This is definitely a really sick 550, guys. Really fucking sick. I would love to own this thing. It is definitely sexy as hell. Does some really good work, guys. He definitely takes orders, and he does just regular production knives or custom knives, whatever you want. I'll leave the link down there, and I'm sure he has a website. I don't think I've seen it though, but I'll leave a YouTube link. And I apologize to you for not knowing everything off the top of my head, but you know, my head's filled to capacity with BS, so you know, that's just beautiful. This will be coming back to you, dude. And you'll see more out of Blacksite with me, which is really cool, guys. So, yep. And there's a few knives that need sheaths that I don't have the punch thing for the eyelets anymore because Anonymous kept it. And so, yeah, I got tons of Kydex. I got everything I need for it except for that. That thing's coming, probably be here by Wednesday. So anybody waiting on a sheath like the Long John, that one is being reground to be better and reshaped. I just could not let it go the way it was. So yep, thanks for watching, guys, and oh yeah, also yesterday I spent a lot of time making this, basically a brick of steel, cut some holes through it so I could have I put stuff on this and pop like pins through it, and a scale and something stuck on there, I just tap it through. I think it's called a die or something like that. This thing weighs a ton, but this guy at the hardware store actually went home and got this for me, and I drilled the holes, and it works really good, so I'm really happy with this thing. And I actually acid washed it so it wouldn't rust after sandblasting it, just because it looks so terrible and rusty. So weighs a ton, but yeah, I was actually pretty proud of myself doing this one, just making my own tools for the first time, even though it's no big deal. It takes a lot of drilling to do that thing, some good bits. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great night. Peace.